New to the channel, please subscribe. I'd like to say thanks to all the people that's been holding it down, supporting the movement. And make sure y'all please hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button for me, man. Oh yeah, don't forget to hit the notification so y'all know when I'm up here. Y'all get to see the new content so y'all can catch it first, man. I want to get into a little something that everybody's talking about. Everybody's all over the globe right now is talking about, man. Very, very, very sad situation, man. Very sad situation, man. So many things to touch on with this topic right here, man. You wouldn't even have enough time in a day. When you stop your podcast, something else might come to your mind. You forgot to talk about. It's just so many mixed signals. Things is all over the place. One point in time, they were saying that Joe McCann was cleared, that he was not the suspect. You even had some people that was showing that he was online on his social media actually um, practicing or doing work while this whole thing is going on. Talking about crypto and I guess the best place to do crypto and things of that nature, man. Major, what up? So I'm looking around like, and this was at the beginning of it. I'm like, yo, how is he up here worrying about his business and crypto and all of the above online, and his fiance slash girlfriend is laying somewhere in a freezer? That's crazy. Roll it up. Then it comes out that he's still over in Africa. Now they took him in to custody for more questioning. And at the beginning, if they did let him go and he was out free to roam around because he was not charged with nothing, the reason why they probably went back and got him is because of all of the press. And I heard a good one today. What is it? Zanzibar, Tunisia, Africa. It's a new place. It's a new go and relax, go and have a couples retreat, or just go somewhere in Africa and enjoy yourself. So now that's becoming a tourist spot to go enjoy yourself. So now with all this publicity, if they don't get the correct answers, what happened with this young lady, man, that's gonna mess up their economy over there. Well, not their economy, but their business. They're safe haven for couples, safe haven for a person that just want to get away and relax and enjoy a vacation because people going to be scared, especially a person from the United States. So now they had to take them back to custody and start asking them questions and I guess get more in more in depth with the investigation. My whole thought process was already, why would they just let him go that easy? They say over there he's frequent there before. They also say police over there are easy to be bribed, especially if you're rich, because our money is more than their money. However it may go, it's just things all over the place. But I do understand that comment about them grabbing them back up and questioning them even more now because they don't want to mess up what they got going on over there. They don't want to mess up their beautiful name for the beautiful space that they can provide for people that want to get away and come in and enjoy the life of Africa. Get to walk by the animals, feed the animals in the morning. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful vacation. So, people who want to go there, I would want to go there and visit and see what's going on. But if they're allowing people to get unalived and they're not doing no investigations with it, I wouldn't go there either. So it make a lot of sense. Now, if they still have him in there for questioning, and I want to say it's been a couple days now. Don't quote me on it. That means they get into the thick of things now. Now they saying it was a guy that was out there that was, doing the manicuring the lawn and the flowers, all of the above. He was in communications with her over a cell phone, charger. She needed a charger because hers wasn't working. And then she invited him. He can come back later. So he might be a possible suspect to what's going on. I don't know. That's allegedly. But for this to be happening, I'm looking at like it had to be a bunch of cameras around from the beginning. If they didn't do their due diligence at the beginning, meaning the police, and just let them go off the gate because they just automatically looked at her and assumed that she did unalive herself, that would be crazy. How do we know that their technology over there is A1 for doing these type of autopsies? But we got to keep it 1,000. A lot of these African guys are smart. A lot of these doctors over here in the United States come from Africa. A lot of brilliant doctors. So we can't say that they don't have the know-how over there to do autopsies. We got to keep it real. A lot of them African guys over there is very smart, very smart. So if they let him go so fast, maybe what was happening at the beginning before it just went full blown was to sweep it under the rug and let him go. He got money. He rich. He always here. We look at him as he wouldn't do nothing like that. But now he stopped in his tracks. So my question is, man, because the family don't have a clue. I'm wondering what made the parents. Did the parents ever even meet this guy? They never even said that they met him, talked to him, and if he wanted to be engaged to his beautiful girlfriend, would it be some type of uh proper procedure to do so? Like ask her father, can he marry her, show him the ring, you know, and then spring it on her, or is it cool you take your woman somewhere, then you propose to her, then you come and talk to the family later? I don't know. I'm just wondering why the family don't know this guy. Nobody really saying that they know him, met him. Mother and them said none of that yet. The mother also said that she talked to her daughter on the phone when they was having one of the arguments out there, and she said that they separated her. So I'm thinking the mother should know what they was arguing about, how serious it might can be. That might can be a good help to the police. Joe McCann never even contacted them except for 11 hours later. There's so much things to think about, and I'm looking at the father. It's to me, it's like me as a father. I understand she's 31, she can do what she want to do, but going that far with a white man that looks like when you look at the pictures, maybe it's just pictures, but he has that look on his face, and he might still be a good guy. Looks are deceiving, but I'm gonna go for looks if I really didn't get a chance to critique your mental and talk to you. I'm just sorry. I'm gonna be on her neck. Like, no, you're not going over there. I'm just putting my foot down. Even though she's grown now, at the end of the day, she still might do what she want to do. And something unfortunate like this happened, it will drive me crazy. But I would know in my mind, I tried everything in my power to tell her not to go over there and do that unless it's done the proper way. Let me understand this guy's character. Let me, bring him to the house. We go just sit down and have dinner or something and talk. We're not hearing none of these stories that he engaged with her parents. We could tell she's outspoken, a little sassy just by, some of the videos that I've seen. She's in that video world. She moved to Miami at what, 24, 25. Started getting into the video scene, I guess the influencers movement, all of the above. So, being an influencer, you have to be a person that's outspoken. So, she's outspoken. And being around that lifestyle, women, especially when you know that you're a beautiful woman, some women are just conceited, know that they're beautiful, and they're looking for the best of the best. They want this lavish life. They don't understand a lot of that lavish life comes a big, big responsibility of trusting somebody and knowing somebody, because a lot of rich people, man, a lot of rich people have a lot of hidden agendas, have a lot of things that we don't know about, cover up a lot of things because they have money. They are the worst criminals. And they would think that people such as ourselves are the worst criminals, so they say, which in my mind, we are some of the greatest people on this earth, because we strive from nothing all the way to something. And then you have some rich guys that's white and strive and come from the bottom and work their way to the top. But statistically speaking, a lot of, not even just rich white men, men that's just well off, don't have no worries in the world, got a nice big house, a nice family. Soon as one thing goes wrong, and I'm not pointing fingers, I'm just going off statistics and seeing things on the news, on YouTube, all of the above. The white person normally, the white man normally kills him, the family, the kids, everybody. Sometimes just him, the kids, I mean, just him, himself, kill himself and his wife, leave the kids. Excuse me, I got distracted. And it happens a lot. And I'm saying this to say, because she made a comment about she don't want to date black men because black men beat on their women. If she would have did her homework, she would have understood the fact that white men don't just beat on their women, they kill their women. Not all. I'm just going off statistics. They take it to a whole nother level. And it's not true all black men don't beat on their women. I don't beat on women. I'm sorry. It's not gonna happen. I'm walking away. I'm not even getting to it. She can square with me and all, and I'm walking away. What I look like fighting you for what? Because I'm gonna win. But you got some women that'll beat a man up now too. Don't get it twisted. I'm just saying. I'm not fighting on a woman. I got plenty of friends. They're not fighting on no woman. Their woman or any woman. I defended a woman before. I almost took somebody's life behind beating on a woman. I couldn't take it no more watching it. And I had that you know what on me. But that's a whole nother story. But I'm just saying, for her to make those statements, to say that, I'm just confused why, when even black men, when they date out of their race, they want to try and condemn our culture of reasons why they don't date over here. I'm not mad at nobody. If you can date who you want to, I don't care about that. If my daughters came home with a white guy and they love him and they should treat my daughter good the same way a black guy would. I'm not opposed. I'm not against none of that. Nothing. It's all about how you treat a person. But you don't forget where you come from. Because we always be the culture that we get money, forget about the friends that we was hanging with before we got money. Now we want to hang over here with the people that have the money. Soon as something go wrong and you don't got money no more, these people don't accept you no more. You want to come back over here, hang with us, and want us to give you the comfort as if you just didn't break out and leave us standing around. see us whenever you see us. Excuse me. And pretty much that's what she did. But you know, her mother dates or was married to a white guy. She said that she wants to, level up the way her mother did. If she said those words, maybe somebody on YouTube said it. But if that's how she chose to do, because that's what she see her mother doing, her mother's successful with it, that's not a problem either. But just don't condemn your people. Don't condemn your people. And this is a very sad situation, man. That's somebody's baby. That's their baby, man. And I get it. But when you get blinded by jury, private jets, Bentleys, and Mercedes Benzes and Ferraris, you better definitely know who you're dealing with. And I'm saying this to the women. Because they also saying that Joe McCann was going through a bunch of financial problems and things of that nature. And he was dealing with this girl that to me, I could tell she was a diva. You know, they saying they was having arguments, and most women think that when they got you whipped, they could talk to you any kind of way. And it's that's statistically correct. A lot of our black women like to control their man. Not all. And this is something that I know, not nothing that I'm guessing. Not shooting down black women. But a lot of our black women now are very independent, and they are so very independent that it's they in their mind I'm a strong woman, so if you dealing with me, you got to deal with a strong woman. Most women that is independent with their own, thumbs up to y'all, but a lot of y'all don't know how to let a man be a man. You don't know how to let your guards down so your man could be a man to you and y'all could live a happy life. No toxic fights all the time. Because if you going at a man that's a real man, y'all gonna clash every time. Because a real man not gonna let you talk to him like that any kind of way. And sometimes it's called de-escalate, and that goes for both the man and the woman. Sometimes just say, "Yeah, I don't even want to argue. I don't even want to talk about it," or "Let's just leave that alone because I know where it's gonna go at." Things of that nature. Because nothing gives nobody the right to unalive nobody. That's man or woman. You got some women that unalives men as well. We had a black lady just unalive a man, her ex husband, but the daughter wasn't hers. But her ex husband, I want to say, don't quote me on it, but she unalived him and unalived his daughter. It happens, and that was a black couple. But to go against your people, which we all bleed the same color blood, man. But we all have different struggles. White culture, black culture. We all have different struggles, man. We don't get special privileges when we walk into these offices and try to get jobs the same way a white person would. That's just being honest. And I got a bunch of white friends that I consider like brothers that they call me, I'm coming right now, and vice versa. And they have shown that to me several times. So this ain't about black or white. It's just about the things that happen out there in society with the black or the white stigma that goes on out there, man. And like I said, this is a very, very sad situation. It's very touching because now we losing sight of how we supposed to help. If she never said those comments, it probably would be way more big of an uproar right now. If she would have never made those comments about black men, it would have been way more big of an uproar because it's a big uproar right now, period. But it would have been way more bigger. So I had to sit back and think about it, man. Can we forgive her for what she said? Because really, that's her opinion. That's her life, how she want to do things. But for her to make that type of statement, which is true, that's a smack in the face to a person like me, because I don't hit women. I don't beat on a woman. I don't care if she all the way in the wrong and everything. I'm still not gonna beat on her. I'm just gonna walk and leave until everything calm down, and then come back. Maybe we could talk about it. But if I see we can't talk about it because she ain't trying to see eye to eye with where she was wrong at, I'm gonna just leave it alone. Hopefully things die out. Maybe she'll catch on later. Sometimes people know that they're wrong, they just don't want to admit it. Hope it died out and she'll never touch on that ever again. And that's just for me to give the benefit of the doubt to that situation and say if she do ever do it again, now I don't know, we're gonna have to have some serious talks about this relationship. So, it's called de-escalation with certain things. So now, my thing is we might not can forgive her for it because she's not here to so we could say maybe she'll change. God bless her. But still, we can say we won't forget it, but can we forgive her, especially due to these circumstances, and at least try to help? Let's don't just kick one to the curb because she got unalive by allegedly a white man, and she picked and choose where she wanted to be, who she wanted to be with. Sometimes people can't read everybody all the time, and sometimes some women do see red flags and later on say, I was seeing the red flags and I ignored them. That happens, but the dirt is done already. We don't know whether he did it or she did it. Even if she did it, we know that comment that she made. In my mind, as a young girl, she's entitled to mistakes. She's entitled to think a certain way. And if she was alive, could have had a chance to figure out where she made mistakes thinking that way, and judging in a comparison of black or white and who does what better and all of the above. It's not about no black or no white and who does things better. It's all about the person. Because you have a lot of black men that unalive their women. It's all over this YouTube. You got a lot of white men that beat on their women. It's all over this YouTube. So, she still was young. She still had a lot to learn. She's only 31. She's had a lot to learn, man. A lot to learn. So, in my mind, my opinion, I don't think that we should just hold that against her and not help. I think everybody in their power should help this couple. People saying, well, the mother got a white guy, why he ain't got no money? Why they gotta ask for GoFundMe? Why they don't get Ashley money? You're not they probably can't get access to her money. And this is something probably way bigger um than their pay grade. I'm looking at a few things with the family. They don't look like they was rich. They look like they probably was, middle class, living a good life, doing what they supposed to do. They don't look like they will have the type of money for getting the body sent back over here. Um, what else? Paying a private investigator because they're gonna need one. Paying a private investigator to go over there and see what's going on. Private investigators cost a lot of money, so if they're gonna go all the way over there, no telling how much that's gonna cost, man. AMG said her money is gonna be in probate for at least a year. Facts. And even with the insurance, if she did have life insurance, They gotta wait to see the outcome. If she unalived herself, she's not gonna get no money. And then when they do find out, allegedly, if it was the fiance at the time did it, it's still a process to getting that money. So they have to get their daughter's body back over here. Um, and like I said, once again, hopefully they don't need to hire a private investigator. Hopefully they, well, then again, I still say hire a private investigator because you want your own answers all the way in the country over there like that. We don't know if the police is corrupt. He's rich. He's been over there several times. He might got influence. Money influence people all over the planet. I'm just sorry, man. Tell me where I'm wrong at. Put that in the comments. Tell me where I'm wrong at. So I think that us as a culture moving forward should help this family because I'm gonna send some money. I'm gonna donate. Should help this family moving forward. Use this as a stepping stone for our other up and coming women that do like nice things. Nothing wrong with liking nice things. Nothing wrong with liking a man that's successful. Nothing wrong with liking a white man if that's what you choose. Nothing wrong with liking a white man, excuse me, if that's what you choose. Like who you want to like. Just make sure you got the right person around you. We did a domestic violence film. It's called 17 Days. Omar Gooden is in there. Miguel Nunez, which played Joanna Man. And, and it was a black couple. The black guy acted like he was such a good guy, played by my boy Mark Scheiss. He acted like he was such a good guy. Y'all go check it out. It's on Tubi. He was such a good guy at the beginning. Great dude. He started going through things, then through stuff in life, life started lifing with him. And then he started taking it out on the woman. But I'm just saying that to say that's just how fast it could start after knowing the person that you met, which was a good, great person, make you happy, make you want to live with him, make you want to spend forever with him, do a whole 360, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. That can go for anybody, any color. So we need to take this as a stepping stone, in law. When people get locked up and then their sentence get overturned, it goes in a law book to show what happened back then. So if it's ever needed in another case, they can show that person what happened in a case that's similar to what's going on to them. That's what needs to be done with this situation right here. She said um derogatory things about black men that was not good. I agree with that. It was not good, but she's still young, still had learning to do. It still was her opinion because it's not true. Because I don't beat on women, and a lot of my friends don't beat on women. We not even hanging with you if you beat on women. You can't hang with us. But so it's not true. But at the end of the day, she still didn't know who she was yet. She still had a lot to learn. And or she's human, can make a mistake. She might would have retracted what she said if she was here. But we need that to show other up and coming young black women this is what happened when you follow everything that's shiny, beautiful, jewelry, cars. You need to know who you're dealing with when you are subjecting your life to that. Biotech said when you speak hatefulness to your own people, unfortunately, the universe will handle you a certain way. Yeah, a lot of people said that too. They said our ancestors didn't like that. But once again, she still was young, but we don't know. The universe got a certain way to show certain things, and they will. It doesn't. I guess it doesn't matter certain age, but that's why we have to use this as a stepping stone, and everybody come together and support her family. Her mother evidently got her a good white guy. We never heard, unless she heard that from her mother, because she also said, "I want to, be like my mom's and get me a nice white guy you know, that's about something." So she wanted to be like her mom's. Now, 9 times out of 10, it might have been something she heard from her mother. I can't. There's no way around it for her to be that age to know how black men. She's 31 and know that black men beat on their women, unless she just witnessed it several times, being in the video vixen world, seeing black men beat on the women behind the scenes and things of that nature, and mixed it in with her mom got a white guy and the white guy don't beat on her mother. Man, her mom just probably got a good white guy, man. There's a lot of good white men, there's a lot of good black men. It doesn't matter no color of who beat on who. It matters about the character. So yeah, I get what you're saying. When you go against your own people, man, the universe is powerful, man. We don't pay that no attention because we too busy caught up in what we doing and what we like to do and the things that make us feel good and what we happy about. We don't think about the other side. I guess people call it karma, but the ancestors will speak. But we, as a culture, if we care about our kids living good, should I say living great, thanks to what we leave behind here on this earth when we not here, then things like this is when we need to come together, even due to the circumstances. It's a little foul play in there, but this is for a stepping stone for our culture, for our up and coming women. Don't get caught up in none of that. Even for the men that get caught up that be in love with women, it's some women that beat on their men. Or some women that beat on their men verbally and they take it and gotta take it and shoot their self esteem down, living in their house. Oh, you want to act up? Get out. But when everything is cool, the woman got the man hanging around. Even the women that accept the guys that they let play video games all day and they work. They only get mad at them when a bill that is come around and they can't pay the bill. Their bills normally get paid, so the woman will normally pay the bills. If something come around so fast where it ain't adding up to the paycheck to pay it, and she's under duress, she's gonna look at him like now she's gonna look at him crazy, and that's when the arguments start with them. But you knew that he was a bum sitting on the couch playing the game all day, but he can't even go outside to get no money because he's not interacting with nobody to get no money. He can't even call and borrow no money because people know he ain't got a job. They ain't gonna lend him no money to even help with the bill. They probably done lent the money, he ain't never pay it back. And all these type of things add up, man. So, we gotta get out there and help. Big Stank said, did you ever reap what you sow for your part in destroying the community? What kind of question is that? Meaning what? Destroy the community how? You asking me, did I reap what I sow? And destroying, where you know me from destroying the community? I'm listening. So I can break it down to you real simple. So we need to, I think, I think we need to get out there and help for future elevation for our culture. Because this decision that this young lady made was not a good one. And even if it is with her unaliving herself, nobody should unalive themselves. God will not forgive you. You will burn in hell forever. That's even worse than what she said about black men. There's no forgiveness about that. None. Unaliving yourself. He said you dealt drugs previously. What's previously? Being that you think you know me, what's previously I dealt drugs? Answer that, then I'll break it down for you. Being that you think you know me. So yeah, we need this. And see, we got ignorant people like what's his name, Big Skank or Stank, that talk about the wrong stuff. And you must obviously not be a black person because you skipping over what we talking about. That's positive movement towards black people right now. Yeah, tell them again, biotech. In so many ways, Big Stank. Yes, I have, but my goods outweigh my bads. Yeah, I like how you gave it to him, but I wanted to see him say when he know me for previously selling drugs. See, it be people like him on the internet that has no questions or no solutions to help, get things in order or big up our community, our people. You worry about all the wrong things. If you know me, you know I didn't sell drugs. It's going to 30 years, 33, 34 years now. Period. And you need to worry about the people who bring the drugs over here that destroy the community and still lock you up for it. Do you worry about that? Do you go and protest in front of the White House or government buildings about them allowing drugs to come over here? Do you worry about that? But yeah, been paid my tithes to society, brother. If you heard that about me selling drugs, you'd have heard I did time. I was facing 60 years. So I did my time and came home. And I put jobs. I create jobs for people. Do it look like I'm sitting around somewhere reaping anything but benefits? Pay that attention. Look behind the camera. No, look behind me, as a matter of fact. Excuse me. Look in your camera behind me. That's what you do. People destroy their own lives. You don't make people go and buy drugs, they buy their own drugs. The same way you cannot worry about the government, don't worry about the people that were selling the drugs. Worry about the people that walked, got their money, and went and bought it. That's what you need to worry about. They bought their own drugs and put it in their own body. I never did a drug in my life. Never tried one, nothing except marijuana. So what are you talking about? Do you worry about the police that kill our black people on these cameras and get away with it? What do you do? That's what we need to know. That's what we want to know. What do you do? You don't do nothing. Exactly. What have you done behind closed doors? Stank. Because that's why we up here. We up here feeding the kids knowledge. Don't sell drugs. So that's enough alone for you to not be asking me stupid questions. Period. We feeding back into the community right now as we speak. Period. We don't know what you did, but we took accountability for what we did. What do you do? Nothing. You sound ignorant. What part of the problem is you helping with? Nothing. Give us a resume. Send us somewhere we can go and look at what you do. Other than that, you need to get off the page talking stupid. Because we up here showing what we do. We feed the homeless. We out there with the kids every day giving away stuff. Yeah, it's on my story. So go look at it. What do? You can't send us nothing. You just up here being a troll. What is you gonna do to help move the culture forward? Nothing. But doing what you do. You are an internet troll. We don't know what you did and we don't know who you is. What do you do? Who are you? You probably got a body in your house right now. You probably done raped several women. We don't know what you do. So anyway, we getting back to the topic at hand. See how the devil work, y'all? The devil will send one of his little hooligans around to distract. Yeah, ask him that again. Yeah, big state. Who have you lied to, stole from, or cheated? Exactly. Get out of here. But the devil will send them around, boy. And I'm only letting them stay up here because I like to see the ignorance, man. He sounds stupid. Until you send us a video of what you do, man, you just talking. Show us what you do, man. I'm waiting for you to send me the link to what you do. If you ain't sending no links to what you do, you just talking. You are doing nothing. You are part of the problem. You sit back and complain about stuff and you ain't doing nothing. You watching the police kill our people. You watching homeless people got nowhere to go. You watching people have mental health and they not giving no facilities for mental health. They gun them down. What are you doing if you worried about the problem? You watching the government take fathers out of homes and leaving women by themselves. What are you doing to help the kids with the fathers in no homes? You're doing nothing at all. This guy's crazy. Now it's time to get rid of the devil, man. You ain't showed nothing. You ain't proven nothing. You just talking. But anyway, getting back to the real, very, very serious problem at hand. Our culture is in trouble. And we only get up here and opinionate and talk. Ain't nobody doing nothing. This here is about somebody doing something and helping that family. It's the same when police lock men up for nothing, make fake evidence up. Prosecutors don't go to jail when they find out about the case was rigged. Prosecutors don't go to jail. Police don't go to jail. A man did 10, 15, 20, 30 years, come home, miss all his childhood, don't even know how to be a man, got to learn how to be a man all over again unless they learn good morals in jail. And you got stupid people like that come up here talk about nothing. Bugs, what up? Right. How many people will vouch for a big stank being righteous? You sound stupid. He can't even show us a link to nothing he do. Or if it's a he or a she. But once again, man, the young lady said foul stuff about black men in our culture. She's not here. I get it. We can forgive, but we can't forget. But at the end of the day, family need help. Bring this black woman home. Send a private investigator over there to actually get the right justice if justice is needed. If there's no justice and she did unalive herself, this is a big lesson for our up and coming black children. That don't mean we just turn our back on the situation. We take this negative and turn it into a positive. I'm donating some money to the family. I'm a black man that don't beat on women. So what the young lady said was not true. What the young lady didn't know that, statistically speaking, white men kill their families more than anything. They don't just beat on their women. They take it to the next level. But she still just had a lot to learn. But that don't mean we turn our back on the family and a lesson to be learned here for our up and coming young ladies, man. We could show them, look, she said what she said about black men, but people was mad at her. It was a big uproar. Why you trying to get help from us now? You said all of that. Look, we people told you so. Karma got you. All of the above. People could say that, but we can show that people came together and still helped her family to get her back over here. And now this is a lesson that we could teach our young girls. Stop thinking that you could get in these private planes and these Ferraris and Bentleys and Mercedes and live the best life with the jewelry and this fairy tale life. Everything that glitter is not gold. Everybody want the fairy tale life. Everybody see these girls on Instagram that do get them a guy that is really a good guy, that is a winner, that won't unalive her, that won't put their hands on her and treat her like a queen or a princess or however it may go. And they live in their life and they happy. We can't help it. Social media is here and it shows it, but we got to try to determine and distinct what is really real or not. And even if so, what happens for her not gonna happen for you. What happened for him ain't gonna happen for me. I could want it. I'm gonna congratulate. I'm not gonna hate on it. I'll work towards getting it, but I'm gonna do it the right way. I'm not going to just automatically think that that's how it's supposed to be, and I will accept anything just to get it. Just because you see somebody riding something nice, they might have did it the wrong way to get it. I'm not in that world. I wouldn't do none of that. That's how we was thinking growing up. Oh, I gotta do what he doing. I gotta get me some of that. Oh, word, wow. But there's always something at the end of the tunnel that's gonna be waiting for you. After all that fun and the glamour and all that, it's always something at the end of that tunnel, man. Somebody gonna pull the rug from up under you, and what you thought was a red carpet was an old rusty black dusty carpet, man. But we should not give up on helping this young lady's family, get her back over here so she can get, the proper burial and things of that nature. Nobody's perfect. Nobody. She was influenced growing up, whoever put that in her head. Or she was influenced by being around in this video vixen world, watching men beat on her friends. That probably was a part of that. She might have been in a relationship with somebody that was beating on her in her up and coming boyfriend days or dating days. And probably said, I ain't dealing with this. And she might even just said it wrong the way she said it. It's not making an excuse for her. I'm just making examples of things that could have been because she's not here to speak for herself. but she's young. Her mental is still young. But I think that we should help the parents. How many people put out GoFundMe's for less, way less than this, and people go up there and help? A lot of people done put GoFundMe's and got millions of dollars or close to $1 million, and they really was scamming. And this is something that's real life. We already at the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to getting um, good jobs, when it comes to getting good opportunities for things. So we can't let this divide us right now. We can't let it divide us. We gotta let them show. We gotta show them and make us stronger. Yeah, we know she did wrong. She said wrong. But at the end of the day, her family needed us. She still was young minded. She still need proper burial. If she was still here, maybe she would understood that what she said was way out of line. So that's just my opinion, man. That's my opinion. Because I'm big on our culture. I like to see everybody win. I like to see us go to the next level. I like to see our black men get in position, and our black women. Let me don't just say black men and women get in position to be able to give other people jobs, and then they get a position, and then they give other people jobs, and that's what's going to move our culture forward, man. Period. Even if we do hire other people that's not black, I'm just saying we have the opportunity to expand us, even with little stuff like this. If we let little stuff like this separate us and stop what we doing and say, man, F her, man, we ain't doing nothing for her. That's what she get for going over there doing that. You have your right to feel that way too, but then you gotta say to yourself, like, damn, man, I gotta make sure my daughter don't get caught up with none of that. Would it be better that you even said to your daughters, show them this incident from years to come and say, look what she said and look what happened to her. I don't want this to happen to you. But guess what I did? Or guess what we did? We still went and helped the family out. So this message right here will live a long time to show y'all what not to do, how not to think. Know what you speak before you speak it. Because what you say, words is powerful that can affect you. And that powerful little sentence or paragraph that she said about black men is affecting her right now. But we got to look over that. We got to look over that and still help this family if we could, man. I don't see nothing wrong with the GoFundMe because I really do want to know what happened to this young lady because, with this going on makes me think about my daughters, man. And that would drive me crazy. I'm not even going to lie. My baby all the way over there, and I can't even get her back over here. That's wild right there, man. Just us says so. In your opinion, her words warranted what happened to her. I can't say her words warranted what happened to her. I'm just saying what people are saying. They're saying that was an example of her words might have what warranted to her. Saying like, um, see, that's what you get for dealing with them men and going against black men and things of that nature. But also people saying, the universe might have, did that to her, showing her like that's not what it is, and the universe made an example. Somebody said that earlier in the comments. What I'm saying is, however, what brought her to her demise? Because if she killed herself, uh, That God don't forgive for none of that. So that would be even crazier. And why would she unalive herself just because she's in an argument with a person? So that's why people is looking at that like that just don't even add up. And she was over there having a good time, even though they had their arguments. But that's just it just doesn't add up. But still, at the end of the day, nothing warrants for what happened to her. I don't care who she what if she was dating a white guy, purple guy, whatever. Nothing warrants a person's life being took. Nothing ever. Just leave. Send her back home the proper way. Or y'all go back home together. Just don't talk to each other while y'all on your way there. Get on the separate seats on the plane. That's how that goes. I'm speaking about what did happen to her right now, meaning we shouldn't not help her get back over here. We should not be saying we should not hold it against sending money to the GoFundMe so excuse me, so her parents can get a private investigator so they can get a second opinion of what really happened to her over there. And it's probably going to take a team of private investigators, not just one, to go over there. And that's going to be a lot of money. And that's what's going to help move the culture forward so we can tell our young girls that is growing up to actually see this as an example of don't get caught up in the glam and glitz of things because a man is rich and powerful and can put you in a car and jewelry and houses and private planes. Don't let none of that blind you. Know a person's character before you think that you're going to be going, especially somewhere abroad with a man. That's a no-no. That's a no-no. So this will be a lesson and will show our young um, daughters or kids of up and coming black girls, black women of the day that we still care about our culture. We still care about who's growing up to make sure that our culture expands and don't get caught up and get your lives took. Because if we don't make a way and show the up and coming, there'll be another one, just like Ashlee Jonae. We're not going to keep saying, oh, and this happened in Ashlee Jonae, man. Man, here go what happened. Here goes another girl. Excuse me. This is what happened to Ashlee Jonae. Now here goes another girl lose her life due to the same thing. No, we gotta put a stop to that. We gotta show them how to think and be a judge of character first. Not getting a pretty car like, oh, this is nice, and start getting fooled and brainwashed. Nice jewelry, but really it's a monster giving it to you, but smiling until he gets you fully locked in, and then the monster come out, and now it's too late. Now another one of our beautiful black queens, black princesses is somewhere being unalived and can't get no help because we didn't groom them and train them and show them what happened to Ashlee Jonae and show them that we still helped her, even though she said what she said about black men. AMG Life said, I'm with you on this. It's okay to have standards, but don't fall for the stick under the box trap. Facts. Facts. It's okay to have standards and want to be in nice cars and jewelry and all that, as long as it's with the right one. But you still gotta try and make sure. That's why you gotta hang around a little longer. You gotta start seeing little red flags once a guy think that you are comfortable, man. We gotta understand men are stronger than women, overpowering. And if they know that they got your mental, that you'll do anything and jump to the gun for them, then they'll get you in a vulnerable place. And then that's when it happens. When they know that you believed in them, you know the woman believe in them, and then now they feel they can let the devil come out now. They not stupid. They be mad and upset and snap, but they'll do it when they know that they got you somewhere where you can't get no help or defend yourself. But around people, they ain't gonna snap. So they know what they doing. That's how you know that they are the devil themselves. I was watching this movie. I forgot it was a Tyler Perry movie when the guy was what was the guy, man? Played with Crush Groove. He played Run DMC brother. I forgot his name. Y'all know his name. And the mother wanted her daughter to be with him because he got money. So he used to beat her up at home. And they was at a particular event and he got mad at her because something's sitting at the table and he got mad at her and grabbed her leg and like I guess pinched her or something and told her, "Come on, I want to dance." So he can get her from the table in front of the couple that they was out double dating with. He get on the floor, he's smiling and talking to her, but he telling her while he's smiling and holding her and dancing, telling her, "You know, when I get you home, what I'm gonna do to you? Who you think you playing with? You don't play with me." So he making it look good, spinning her back out, pulling her back in, making it like smiling. See, that's the devil stuff. As soon as he got her back home, pow, woo, boom. They know what they doing. If we don't teach our daughters how to recognize this and to speak up when something is happening, don't let nobody tell you, "Oh, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna unalive your mom, your dad, your family." We gotta put that sternness in their chest. Because then later on, if they don't speak up, then they're on the live somewhere. And then we like, damn, why she ain't say nothing? Oh my God. She might have wrote a diary about it. And that's how they know what the man was telling her because she got a diary about how he want to unalive her family if she said something. So she was scared. No, we gotta. It's time to start talking and speaking up to our babies, man. And this stuff is happening too much. And then once again, we can't turn our back on the young lady because she made a very, very bad statement. I can't take nothing away from that statement that she made. If she would have survived this, maybe she would have learned and retracted that statement, paragraph, or whatever. She was 31, still young, with a lot to learn. But us as a culture, we gotta just say we can't forget it, but we gonna forgive her and we gonna help her family get over here. We gonna find out and get some justice. Cause if this man did that, he deserve everything he get. He's powerful. He got money. I don't know how powerful he is. They saying his company was falling, whatever, but he still probably got some money to get up out of this situation. We can't have another Trayvon Martin with the person that unalive him rolling around here, being all over social media, all of the above. Even though Trayvon Martin is a different scenario due to the statement that the girl made, but I'm just saying, I'm speaking about the part of the guy that got out of it. We can't allow this guy to get out of it. We can help get some private investigators over there, then we need to do that. Whether we know it or not, our culture is relies on this one right here. For real. And G like said, the Dave Chappelle joke, like, gotcha, itch. Yeah, joke is real, but as well, it's funny. Those are the jokes that really be funny though. The ones that be talking about real life stuff. And when a comedian know how to nail it the correct way, those be the funniest jokes, but it be what real life stuff is what they talking about, man. And I don't want nobody telling my daughter the joke's on you. Nah, because I don't want to have to be a crash out. I don't want other fathers to have to be a crash out for their children, man, for their daughters. Because I got a lot of my friends with daughters, and they will jump off a cloud if you look wrong, act wrong, and that's how we coming. And I don't want fathers to have to go through that. I don't want no beautiful young ladies or grown ladies losing their lives no more. We got too much things to do. We overcame a lot due to our old ancestors, but we still got a lot to go. We are still under the bottom of the totem pole out here. We at the bottom of the totem pole in our culture, man. And sometimes we gotta say, man, I'm mad at him, but I'm gonna teach him a lesson. One of my friends got locked up back in the days, man, and he made me mad about something that was real serious. That you know, I'm like, man, I ain't rocking with him no more. Even though I didn't know and couldn't pinpoint nothing, but in my mind I knew, but I didn't know. If that makes sense. Long story short, he ended up getting locked up for something, and I'm the only one with some bread back then. Calling me, man, yo, you can help me $1,500, man, my bail, man. I'm like, nah, well, tell me this, that, tell me this. Oh man, I can't, man. I would just have to be here because I can't. I don't know. I can't. I don't know. Whatever. I don't. All this stuff he was telling me. I'm like, all right. Hung up on him. In my mind, I'm like, he might not even survive. And he ain't even really no jail nigga, man. I couldn't forget. I didn't prove it, so I forgave it. But I still went and got him out of jail, man. Still went and got him out of jail. So, sometimes, man, and to be honest, he ain't never went back. That's a fact. Live life the correct way, everything. That's a fact. So, just saying that to say, sometimes we just gotta forgive, man. We can't forget, but we gotta just forgive, man. Gotta forgive her for her statements. And she still was young. She don't know, and she grew up with watching her mother with a white lady. So we still gotta kind of consider that into factor. Also, her mother was with a white man. So and no telling what she had learned. So that's my opinion on this, man. Y'all let me know. Y'all drop some stuff in the comments, man. I gotta make some moves. I gotta make some moves, man. But make sure y'all share this, man. People gotta get some type of compassion in their heart for the real problem at hand, man. For real, man. So make sure y'all subscribe, hit that like button, hit that share button. Please hit that notification so you'll know when I'm up here, man. Your boy Big Boosie, man. Salute to y'all, man. I'll be back.